Hello everybody, this is Kyoshi here. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'll be reviewing the Bandai Tamashii Nation Saint Seiya, the Sing Cloth Myth EX Gamma Phecda Thor action figure. So without further ado, let's get started. This is the newest release Saint Seiya figure by Bandai this year, 2023. It is called the largest Saint Seiya figure ever released from the line. And it is the giant. I mean, he is a half giant, Thor. And this is actually a remake or a re-release. They've released the figure a couple years back. This is just the upgraded version with a newer body mode, the EX mode, and also better paint apps, I think, better likeness to the face and everything. So yep, if you never picked up the previous one, I think this is the one to pick up. I got it straight from Japan. I think it's around $240 including shipping, which is a good deal. It is expensive. Saint Seiya figures are always expensive. But I think for the size, for the weight and everything, it's great. And here is the packaging. Just want to show you guys. And this is the Japan release, so we got the blue sticker. I think if you get the overseas release, the sticker is green, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I think different versions is the same, you don't have to get the Japanese version, but they're all the same. Here's the front. Here is the side. Here is the back. Here is the other side. Here is the top, and here is the bottom. Okay, here's the box. When you receive your box, the first thing you will notice, the box is about the same size as the other like giant Saint Seiya figures, like the Gold Saint. However, it is a lot heavier. It is very, very heavy. So that tells how big the figure is. And upon opening it, let me just move this to the side. Okay, upon opening it, you will see 4 layers. You're not gonna believe it. Yeah, you're gonna see 4 layers. Of course, you already see the figure next to me. First, you get the instructions. If you're a new Saint Seiya collector, make sure you read the instructions before applying or making any applications to the figure. But if you already own a few, all of the rules are the same. And there's 4 layers. The first layer, of course, once again, it's empty now. The first layer, you'll get the actual body mode, the body, and also the front armor, like the armor piece here, the shoulders, the arms, and the legs. So that's the first layer. Second layer, you'll get the axes, which is applied here already, and then the chest mode, the chest armor, and then the lower piece armor, etc. And then the third layer is where you can transform it into the Zodiac form, which I did not do it because I only have 1 armor. Usually a lot of the collectors will buy 2, but for this case, in this case I only bought 1 because I'm not a huge fan of Thor, to be honest with you. The reason I got it fully is mainly because this is called the largest figure. I do want to collect a figure that is the largest. In terms of character, he's not like my favorite. I think he's one of the heaven god, right? Or I forgot the name in English. Asgard. He's one of the Asgard soldiers, one of the 7 or something like that. Helda. Anyways, yeah, but here is the Zodiac form. If you have 2, or if you want to display it in the Zodiac form, you can do that. In the last one. Oh, not the last one. The second to last. It's the base, the Zodiac form, the interchangeable faces, and interchangeable hands. And then the last one from the set is this special effect, which is really rare. This is the axe like throwing out kind of effect. It's like if you see Marvel Thor, how he does with the Mjolnir, whatever that's called. Yep, this is it's a really rare piece actually. Usually if you buy Saint Seiya figures, they don't usually have these kind of display battle features, so this is one of a kind, but it's cool. I didn't take it out. I'm not going to display it that way, so that's why. Unfortunately, I cannot show every single thing in detail. These are very complicated, not complicated, but it's very hard for me to organize, so forgive me on that. This is just gonna be like a overall view kind of thing, you know what I mean? And then here we have the actual figure. Once again, this figure is heavy. The reason it is big and it is heavy, that is why on the joints from these joints here connecting the thighs and the joints connecting the upper torso with the lower body, they're all made out of metal. Usually these are all plastic models, but for this particular figure, they use the metal here and metal here on the joints, and of course the metal on the legs as well. So just to give that better support because of how heavy the figure is once you put the armor on. Even though I still feel the legs a little bit loose in a way, the legs is actually really firm without applying any armor to it. But once you apply the armor, I can feel the legs over time is still gonna be loose. Right now it feels all right, but I can feel the legs are like really stressed with all the weight. So yep, I think over time it's best to put it on some sort of a stand or something like that. Anyways, here we have the figure. Do a 360 here. It is giant figure. I'm gonna compare the size to you guys, and this thing is beautiful. Although is not the strongest Asgard god from the series, he is actually one of the weaker ones. But the look of this figure is fantastic, or the look of this character. And this character is made of mainly metal. The armor, what I mean, all of these you see are armors, are metals. Even the weapons, the axe, are made of metal. So that's amazing. The only armor that is not metal is this ab piece, the helmet, and also this shield. I think these are the only armor pieces that are made out of plastic. Everything else is made out of metal. So there's a lot of metal going on here. And yeah, so this is it. Let me do a size comparison here. Here we have with SH Figures, Ronald Weasley. Look at how small that is. Let me see. I also have this figure from Pacific Rim. This is I forgot a brand. Diamond Select Toys. This is Pacific Rim. I think this is 7-inch scale figure. Let me see what else I have. Here we have a Madonna's mermaid. Why not? Just so you guys can see the comparison. And of course, I have La Boo, the blind box right here. You guys can see the comparison with La Boo. Yep, this is a giant figure, guys. It's not small whatsoever. What else do I have to compare? I wish I have action figures with me to compare, but I don't, unfortunately. Here I have a Mario. Let's see. Let's put this back. Move this away. Here we have the Mario card. Even I put it this way, he is not even half of it. So yeah, this figure is huge. And it's really worth the price. For the price, I mean, right now, a very basic figure, like basic ones, like the Browns figure, you can get anywhere from 100 to 150. This is 240, and I think if you wait a little bit, maybe it will cool down a little bit. I don't know. Don't trust my words on these, because Saint Seiya figures are really hard to predict. Some of the figure they don't sell that well, or the market doesn't receive that well. They actually drop in price, like the mermaid figure, like some of the Saint figures, the Browns figures. Maybe they retailed at 100 and ended up becoming something like 60. And there are figures that are really well received by the market. They might be selling it for $100 but ended up 200, 300, or even more. This is currently retailed at around 200, 220, and including shipping and everything, I think you're looking at somewhere around 240. I think that is a good deal. But yeah, I don't know if this figure is going to be well received or not. Based on my personal experience of having this figure in hand, let me zoom in a bit, just show you guys the details. This figure is huge, so yeah, just based on what I have in person, you know, I really like this figure. Like I mentioned, I don't even like this figure as a character. Like from the series, this character, the Thor character, is very weak. One of the weaker ones, and one of the one that got killed right away, you know, by Seiya. But his, you know, how do I call it? His his figure form is really cool because he is huge, very heavy, heavily armored, very accurate to how he's supposed to look from the anime. And yeah, so I do recommend it, actually, if you have some, you know, spare change in your wallet and you're looking for a decent Saint Seiya figure to grow your collection, this is the one. Pick this one. Maybe this is one of the best ones released this year so far. They actually had a lot of re-releases. Shun, Iki, like there's a lot of the re-release. I think this one's the best one, honestly. Not based on favoritism of the character, but based on the figure itself. I think this is great. Anyways, here is my very quick review of the newly released, re-released of the Saint Seiya Saint Cloth Myth EX Gamma Phecda Thor action figure. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.